You're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what do I say? Okay. Welcome, Anthem family. It's time for another Behind the Message with Pastor Brad. All right, Pastor Brad, we are about to start this new series called God's Dream for the Family. So what's your heart around this series? Why this series? Why now?
So excited for this series
Yes.
because family is so important to the heart of God. And what we know from family is really that all society hinges on how the family does. So if the family's thriving, society thrives. When the family's struggling, disintegrating,
Yes.
society disintegrates. So much is riding on the family. And so why this? Why now? Because this time in history, just like so many other times, but especially this moment in history, we need to say, God, what is your dream for the family, and how do we move towards your dream and away from maybe our own dream, or maybe away from culture's dream, or what all these sources of information are saying about the family? And God, how can we move towards your dream so that we can be the people you want us to be from the very beginning?
Man, that's awesome. Well, we have a really diverse group of people here at Anthem. So what's your hope for all of us in different stages of life?
Yeah, so Anthem's made up of singles, married people, divorced people, people who are hoping to be married, people who used to be married, people who've been married for 50 years, people who've been married for 2 years. You have grandparents, we have students and kids. So we're very diverse. So what our hopes are, and my hope for this series, we're just gonna lay a big foundation for what is the family, and then ultimately, what is God's dream for a man or God's dream for a woman? What is God's dream for a marriage, for a child, for a parent, for his family called the church? We're gonna say
love it.
big picture, no matter where you are. Every one of these talks really apply to every single one of us, because we are either in a family or we are that family we're talking about, or we're part of a bigger family and we're part of God's
That's
family. And so we
awesome.
want to be the family that God has in mind for us.
Yeah, well, personally, Sam and I, my husband and I, have 2 little girls. I feel like we're in the trenches.
Yep.
So how is this series gonna benefit us in the midst of it right now?
Yeah, so we want to breathe life through God's word into every marriage, every family, even as we ask questions about where are we as a marriage, let's say. Let's talk about that and say, I've talked to so many people that they're just surviving. Right?
Yes.
Do you ever feel that? Just
Totally.
surviving, going day to day and not thriving.
Yeah.
And God designed marriage to thrive, not to be easy all the time or all rainbows, rose petals, pot of gold at the end. Like, it's not always all those things, and yet He designed us to thrive and not just survive. And so we want to speak life into marriages, speak life into families, and speak life into every single person that's part of our church as we desire to move towards God's dream and design for us.
Wow. Well, we all need this, so we want to invite you, come and be a part of this series, God's Dream for the Family.